Hello, YouTube. This is an alcohol review of Broken Barrel Small Batch. Yeah. According to the label, this is a small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished with Broken Barrel staves. Oh, wow. 95 proof, 47.5 alcohol by volume, 750ml bottle, American made, with corn, rye, and malted barley. As you guys know, if you've been watching this channel for any time, I've cut my teeth on advertising and promotions and things along that line. And I have to say, I like this bottle. I like the labeling. You guys did an excellent job. Still, I understand the use of gold ink. It's pretty, but on yellow paper, it's hard to read. In this case, you guys did a good job on them in that I can read what I'm seeing here. Batch number 16. It says here, mash bill, 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. So in case you guys are wondering, those you may be new, bourbon, whiskey does not need corn. Bourbon needs over 50% corn, 70% corn. The oak bill, that surprises me, because it says here that it is made with Broken Barrel staves. It says here 40% ex-bourbon barrels, 40% new French oak, 20% sherry cask oak. Now the sherry cask should give it like a cherry flavor added to it. The rest of these, the French, you'll have to pardon me. There is a French and then there is an American oak, and one gives spices, so there would be a vanilla as well as a cinnamon kind of notes with it. The other one is much more fruit, and I can never remember which is which. Think of all people. There's no little story, which is nice. You never can trust the stories. Usually they're lies or embellishments, far enough along to be called lies. Yeah. And that's about it. Nice cork with wooden and ground up cork. Long story, but there's a reason for it. I love that squeak. All right. We have a nice caramel with yellow and red notes. And I believe Kentucky Straight means there is no food coloring added. I believe. Yeah, there are varying laws over varying things you never would even question. And one is actually, can you add coloring to it? And certain ones, yes. Certain others, no. I believe Kentucky is no. There you are. There's the cherry. And there's a bit of a fire. I don't know how old this stuff is. I really gotta look this stuff up on the internet before I talk to you guys. Then I'll sound a bit more knowledgeable. I don't know how old it is. It's gotta be over at least 4. So yes, cherry notes, vanilla notes, your cinnamon, your basic happy-go-lucky bourbon nose. It does have a slight watery to it, and a slight burn to it. To me, that states youth. but nothing too terrible. No showstoppers in here. Break out the knives. Break out the knives. Wow. Lots of fruit notes. Lemon, orange, apricot. Rolls out very nicely. Matches the nose. But boy, lots of knives, lots of biting to it, lots of burn to it. Youthful vigor is one way to put it. Yeah, it's hot. Stays hot. But once that goes, you get all these flavors that come through. Now, as you can tell, I've been nipping on it. And there's enough complex layers in this that I would normally say combat that bite, combat that fire with ice. Except there's too many notes, too many layers, too complicated to do that. Because once you add in ice muddles down whatever it is you're sipping on. 70% of what you taste comes through the nose. So once you add an ice to it, you knock that all down, and yes, the biting goes away. Fades out. Well, fades the sharpness fades out, but the layers blend in a little as well. So not only do you blend out or shimmy off those edges, you blend in those layers a little bit. You start losing the complexity of what you got in your glass. This creates a problem. It is yummy in that your tongue is not being stabbed or burned to death, but you don't get all the complexity at the same time. So it becomes a decision you have to make personally. How much do those layers mean to you versus how sensitive is your palate? Now, I'm not calling you a wuss. Yeah, pansy, why can't you take it? You know, no, I'm not saying that at all. I do not like being punched in the face while I'm trying to enjoy, a bourbon. No, I'm not here to get into a fight with my glass. I'm here to taste and enjoy what the creators have done to create in their product, and so forth and so on. So, yeah, you enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. But like I said, I would say ice, but I don't think ice. Now, I can't say put it on the rocks either. Rocks isn't actual rocks. I was talking to a couple of gentlemen this weekend about using actual granite versus steel versus ice, and do they work, do they not work, and so forth. And really, I don't think it would help matters. And I've tried this in a cocktail, and it has worked out wonders in a cocktail. It does not want to play well with others. It's kind of feisty. All right, it's very feisty, and because of that, those flavors want to stand out amongst a cocktail, whether it is your favorite cola or fruit or whatever it is. It wants to stand out no matter what, not contribute. So those who are mixologists out there understand this and know that sometimes you want those bourbon flavors, which has all those complexities, mixed in with the cocktail and rolling through as a separate but equal chain of flavors. And sometimes you want the bourbon just to be one more brick in the wall. Well, when you use this stuff in your drink, your cocktail, it's going to try to stand out. So keep that in mind. Standalone sipper, it bites a little hard for it. Like I said, I enjoy the complexities once you get past that burn, but you got to wait for that burn to go away. It's fading, but still there, and it's 10 minutes into the video. So, yeah, if you're going to try it neat, give it plenty of time in the glass to calm down and try to fade out as much of that excess alcohol as possible. It's worth the wait if you want to wait. So, there you go. It's good. The price is about it was $20 some at my local boozery, and I have to say it's not disappointing for a $20 ISK bottle of bourbon. So give it a try, see what you guys think. Any comments down below, we want to accept it as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, and let the rest of us in the YouTube spirits community know your thoughts on Broken Barrel Small Batch. And see what you think. Like I said, maybe if Broken Barrel had a lower octane, that 95 is awfully high. I'm not one for the hundreds and up. There's too much bite, too much burn. That might be what this is all about. If they can still have the same flavors without that level of alcohol, this could be really good stuff. But as it is, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing to shy away from. It's nothing to leave on the table. It's worth trying. But I think that 95 is what's killing it for me. You guys try it, see what you think, and let me know your thoughts. Boom. Broken Barrel. In the meantime, keep on drinking.